So, this is pretty good. Updating Mr. Pink, who must have been in a different game. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Overgrowth. He is 1-0 up in this best of 3. Representing Team Acer, it is the Blue Zerg. It is Bly. And his valiant opponent in the top right, the Terran player playing for Fnatic. It's souL. I am interested to see what souL is going to do, because last game he went for an 8 Rax proxy Reaper play. But Bly knew. Bly was in the meta. He was in his opponent's head and he was like, I know what souL does here on this map. I know where he does it. And he went down there. He denied it and he was just in a beautiful spot from there. Bly is playing beautifully at the moment. Amazingly well. Anyway. What should we expect from these guys? Bly has been playing not cheesy, but relatively aggressive. Going for a couple of all-ins against his previous opponents. Will be interesting to see what he's got planned here. He's going pool first up against the Terran. Was a 15 pool though, so not absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, souL, he's going Rax into the gas, so will probably be joined by a good amount of Reapers coming for a nice little bit of fun. But they're not coming out yet. Not for the moment, anyway. They will be soon. Bly, adding in his natural base now. He's just chilling along. Very normal path. Playing it very nice and safe. Gonna have Lings out early in order to deal with any Reapers. First Reaper is now getting started up. We've also got an LSCV waiting. Natural base should come off the back of this relatively soon. A Reaper expand, pretty much the standard. Could see the factory first. It would be a very bold move to make. A very aggressive move to make by souL. We'll keep an eye on it though. The gas for Bly, that's going to be the most important thing here. Because it's going to allow Zergling speed to start up. And that's when you're going to have a much more of a happy time trying to deal with a Reaper. The first of which is about to pop. Is going to get seen by the Overlord. Hey, Mr. Reaper. Queens though. First one about to pop on out. That's the other advantage of going for the 15 pool, is your Queen's there a little bit quicker. And that's going to help fend off any nasty Reapers that are trying to kill your drones. Gas count, up to 72. We've also got 100 gas here for souL, so momentarily should see a factory added in. Right on cue. There we go. Anyway, Reaper hasn't really been able to do very much at all. Came in, saw the fact the hatch wasn't done. We'll know that there's going to be a Queen there. Just decides against trying to achieve much else. Natural base for souL is about a third done. Otherwise, we've got obviously the barracks here. Reactor coming down the factory. The old switcheroo will come on down there. Got the second gas as well being taken here by souL. So it's likely that we will be getting some kind of anti-play off the back of this, I would imagine. But on the other hand, he's adding a Roach Warren. Okay, that's quite an early Roach Warren. Clearly wanting to be very safe. Could also look to get aggressive with it, actually. Depending if we see a Baneling Nest. If we see a Baneling Nest, it could be a very aggressive Roach Baneling play. This Overlord, just flying on by, should get the Scout on the starport. Does get the Scout on the starport. Sees the Tech Lab as well. Knows the plan. That is a beautiful Scout there by Bly. Gives him ample amounts of time to be able to stop it. The Roach count is going to be very interesting. How many he chooses to get down. Okay, he's getting aggressive. No Baneling Nest, but he's got Zergling speed and 7 Roaches. This is going to be problematic to defend. The Banshee coming out will certainly help. Eventually, the Banshee can kill everything that's available to Bly. But the trouble is, Bly's going to be able to do a lot before that Banshee gets there, or is able to kill everything. There's literally 2 Marines currently defending that. There may be 4 Hellions, but even a couple of Roaches can stop Hellions. Down they come. Trying to spit their goo at them. A couple of Widow Mines coming out. Okay, that's a nice addition. Bunker frantically trying to get made. Wow, a double bunker. Not sure if this is actually going to be here in time. The Roaches still scrambling to get in position. The Wall of trying to get completed. The Banshee coming out is going to be vital. It's nearly there. Behind this, Bly adding in a lot more drones, so it's transitioning nicely. Needs to try and take out these SCVs constructing the bunkers. That would be beautiful for him if he could do that. Targeting some of them is going to allow one bunker to finish up. That is a very lucky save there. One Widowmine hit goes down on one of the roaches. Unfortunately, these bunkers getting repaired up, but the second one not able to finish. Gets taken down quickly. Big Widowmine hit. Getting some friendly fire in there. The roaches edging on forward. There's only 3 remaining. And they all will get killed, but another one is on its way. All in all, 5 worker kills. I think a couple more may have died, actually. No, it's only 5 worker kills. Not the most damage I've ever seen from that sort of push. But it did cause a bit of an emergency response. Definitely saw the Banshee there, so there's ample amounts of time for Bly to be able to get up some spore crawlers to make sure he's safe. Bly's also pretty uninterruptedly been able to take his 3rd base, adding in a few more roaches as well, just in case a couple of Hellions were to come and knocking. Cloak has done a 3rd Banshee's even on his way. This could be mech. It probably is going to be mech actually from souL as he adds in the armory there. How many Hellions has he got? Okay, he's only got 3 Hellions. Still, 3 Hellbats would be quite nice. Spore Crawlers on their way. One at the front. I really like this one. If he does need to engage. In come the Banshee. The armory not quite done yet. We'll wait to see when we get the transformation coming down from these Hellions, of which there are now 4. Hellbats are very potent up against Lings, of course. Quite a few drones getting taken down. They're just going to go and try and hug up on that Spore Crawler. Queen isn't going to be able to do much against those. A couple more Queens getting pulled back, but this does leave the 3rd base exposed. A lot of drones coming out here. This could be a bit of a misread coming down from Bly. I'm not sure he realizes just how much pressure is coming in. No, he definitely doesn't, as he gets a couple more drones now. souL is in a very good spot all of a sudden because of that over-droning from Bly. Final few Hellbats morphing in. A couple of Widowmines there. The Roaches have got their work cut out, especially with the 3 Banshee now in position. I just don't think Bly has got what he needs here. Down goes a couple more of these drones. The Widowmines haven't triggered yet. A couple of Queens are going to be trying to come on over. Bly is going to have a tough time defending this. The Widowmines going to try and burrow on up. We'll zone out some more of these units. Transfuses coming down on the Queens. Bly's also had a bit of an annoying supply block there. Able to rectify that now, though. Couple more Hellbats. Going to go down to these Roaches. The Queen's trying to stay up as long as they can. Trying to buy time for 7 more Roaches to come on out. The Queen staying alive is vital in order to pick off these Banshee. 1 hit goes down. Doesn't do too much damage. Quite a lot of these Marines getting taken down. Bly is microing this beautifully. Takes out 1 of the Banshee. Another one remains with 1 HP. Only a few units remain. Another Queen is now out on the field. The Overseer is also there. Not getting taken down yet. Few more shots here. souL being forced back. Another full health Banshee coming on through. The Queen going to try and duke it out there. We'll have to back away from that fight. The Roaches, however, moving on forward, trying to pick off the remainder of these ground units. Bly defended that by the skin of his teeth. Beautiful control of the Roaches and the Queens. The Transfuses backing away, buying himself the time that he vitally needs to get out more Roaches. I think a Banshee did actually go down there. I'm not quite sure. Is it still alive somewhere? Maybe. Yeah, it is still alive. Take it back. A couple of Roaches now escaping away. An additional Spore Crawler coming on in, as well as Burrow Tech. Tunnel Claws and Burrow Tech on its way. 1 lone Banshee staying there, but won't be able to get the hatchery before these Queens have something to say about it. The Queens moving underneath. They want to try and get the kill. Will get the kill. And that's a nice little pick off there. So, overall, not quite lost as much as Bly did there, but Bly's economy is still looking pretty good. He's adding in more drones now. What's coming down from souL? Well, he's adding in some more barracks, so he's not going full mech mode. He had a lot committed to that push. Minor error here. Infantry armor coming in after the infantry attack. The second engineering bay probably wasn't quite finished when both of those were quickly tapped on the hotkey. A lot more Roaches on the way through. Bly's preparing to get aggressive. He's 1-0 up, remember, so if he's able to win this game, he does advance into the finals, guarantees himself at least 25 euros of prize money. Still, keeping a good look on this. A couple more Banshee coming on through. This may actually take down the hatchery. 3 Banshee, only 1 Queen defending them. Down goes the 3rd hatch. That's a nice pick off there for souL, who's also floating down his own 3rd base. My concern for souL right now is the just sheer level of push that's coming in here. We've got a lot of Roaches. They're going to have Tunneling Claws and Burrow. How many mules are going to get cooled down? There's enough energy for 1 any second. It has been cooled down. That means no scans, and no scans mean those burrowed, tunneling, clawed roaches can sneak on by. Don't believe there's any missile turrets. No, there isn't. Nor is there any in production. How do burrowed roaches go through a burrowed widow mine? That's a question for you. There's the missile turret, but it's not up in time. Forward come these roaches. Are they seen? The little shimmer of the dirt. Couple more missile turrets trying to come on up. 3 of these roaches burrowed on by. A quick little scan, but it isn't going to see very many of these roaches. Some just back away into a corner. The main base could be where there's a bigger problem, as there are more roaches here. And this is where the majority of the roaches did actually go. They're focusing down that missile turret, so they are able to re-burrow. Another scan being forced at the 3rd base. Bly's burrowed roaches getting some nice damage down. There's still 0-0. 1-1 not kicked in yet. In the main, 23 workers have been killed total so far this game. These roaches forcing out more scans. That means all these scans they force prevent additional mules. And the trouble with that is that the muling will be needed to make up for the fact that the SCV count is really low. 1-1 about to kick in. The hydrogen also finished. That's going to be miraculously helpful up against just the sheer volume of Banshee at the moment. 1 roach still in the main base. He's got 4 kills. He's being a bit of a hero. Burrows straight back up again. Out of range of that infantry. Of course, this roach actually racking up a huge number of kills already. And it can just re-burrow every single time. With tunneling claws, it regenerates up health exceptionally quickly. Some infantry being pulled back. Roach trying to hide away. Another scan being forced. souL down to 42 SCVs. He may just go for a big push, but there's 10 Hydralisks on the way. How many roaches are still here? 18. There's not much in the way of defense, but 1-1 is done on both sides. This lone roach trying to do everything he can. Burrows away and safety. Heals up quickly. 2 more roaches moving over towards the 3rd base. 30 workers have been killed so far by Bly. Widowmine gets taken out. Of course, the Overseer, an important part of this puzzle. Takes a bit of damage. Scan coming out. Wants to see what else is there. Okay, the Overseer goes down. 2 more morphing. That's to see these Cloak Banshee. The Hydras will be able to take them down quickly if they can engage. Good amount of medevac support. No quick way to deal with these Marines. Damage coming through. Heavy on both sides. The Banshee now have all died. More roaches being pumped out due to that fact. Bly forcing his opponents back. The burrowed roaches that are counter-attacking have racked up another 6 kills already, and that number climbing. 1 lone roach in the main base. Bly needs to burrow that up if it's going to survive, but it won't. 37 more workers killed. The counter-attack coming in from Bly. Bly looking to be in a very good position here. The good concave from souL is going to be able to buy him a bit more time. A few nice Widow Mine hits actually come on through. Bly, though, he's got his 3rd and 4th re-secured. Forcing yet another scam. It's 44 probes, 44 SCVs to 62 drones. Engagement now. Does Bly have enough to break this? The Hydralisk getting some good damage. They've got the 1-1 upgrades. 2-2 not yet kicked in, but it's about to. souL knows he can't do anything. GG's out. And Bly, after 19 minutes 20, is able to take this game and take the series 2-0 to advance into the finals.